Hey, what's up, sports cards fans? It's been over a month since my last video, which is pretty crazy to say because I was putting out videos at a pretty good clip. Um, but I haven't been buying anything. Um, I've been saving money. I'm going on a little 2 week vacation starting on Tuesday. Some buddies and I are going camping in Yosemite, right here in California, one of the prettiest national parks in the country. And then the week, then we're coming home Memorial Day weekend for like a day. And then my best friend and I are going to drive out to Zion National Park in southern Utah to camp there and do some hiking for 3 nights. So, like I said, I've been saving my money for those trips and just haven't been buying cards. But I do have one big pickup today that just came in the mail. But before I get to that, I went to my LCS the other day because I just had the itch that I needed to scratch to rip open some packs. I opened some packs of like contenders and score, or not score, Donruss Optic, and didn't really hit anything. But I was opening Bowman Baseball. I think I opened 8 packs and didn't get anything special. And then, but the box that I got the packs out of was a brand new one, and so I knew that there was an auto in there, and I was like, you know what, for another $60 or whatever, I can open the rest of the box. And I did, and like the second to last pack, I pulled the auto, and this is what I got. It's the Bowman Chrome Lucas Urseg. This is the orange refractor. It's numbered out of 25. So when I pulled this, I thought, oh, well, that's pretty much a dud. I mean, it's got some color. It's the orange refractor, but, who cares, right? Well, there was another customer in the store who looked it up on eBay, and apparently this is selling for $200+. And I was like, are you kidding me? So I threw it up on eBay last night for an auction, 99 cent starting price. There is an option to buy it now for $200. I'm just looking for a quick sale to recoup the money I spent on the packs. So basically, if this card can pay for the packs that I opened, that'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, it's up on eBay right now. I looked at his minor league stats. He's not even good, so I don't know. So if somebody wants to give me, $150 for it, I'll take it. So yeah. On to the main event. There's been a lot of talk about this card, and I was not planning on getting it, but everyone's been talking about it, and it's pretty hot right now. Here it is, the 2011 Topps Update Mike Trout rookie card in a Gem Mint 10. Like I said, was not planning on buying this. But people have been talking about it. I had no idea it was going up in price as much as it has. So I decided, you know what, it's probably only going to get more expensive. I don't know, maybe not, but yeah. So this is just one of those buy once, cry once, put it away and forget about it cards for me. A couple reasons why I decided to pick this up was, besides the urging of other YouTubers, I was kind of mad at myself for not buying it 2 years ago. I was looking at this card 2 years ago when it was about $100, maybe $125 for a buy it now. And I thought, well, that's ridiculous. I don't care if it's Mike Trout. I don't care that it's a Gem Mint 10. A Topps base card shouldn't be selling for $100. I guess I was wrong. So I picked it up because I was mad at myself for not buying it 2 years ago for $100, and I don't want to be looking back 2 years from now when it's, I don't know, 500 or whatever. So yeah, so I just did it because I had some of the, some cash, like I said, I've been saving, so I just used some of that. I had some to spare, so another reason why I decided to pick it up was, in my opinion, just based on my collection, which is mostly graded vintage baseball, is graded vintage is really slowing down right now. Um, I, that's just my personal observation. Um, I've noticed I own the Hank Aaron rookie in a 5, and that was holding steady, or around 2300. But I've been watching it sell on eBay for under 1900. Um, I've seen the Ricky Henderson rookie in mint condition has taken a small hit, a small one, but still, but nothing is like really climbing like it was the last 4 years, let's say. So the point is, because I I have a lot of vintage, and it just seems to be really sluggish right now as far as growth. Um, I decided to buy this card to inject some new life into my collection, and hopefully uh, see some gains that can boost my collection as a whole. And it really got me thinking that my collection is not diversified enough. I preach diversification in all assets, and you need to have breadth, meaning different asset classes, like whether it's I like precious metals like gold and silver, whether it's collectibles or whether it's financial assets like equities. You need I definitely believe you need to have a breadth of asset classes, but among those asset classes, you also need depth, right? And right now, my collection just doesn't have the depth. I started getting into other sports, which helps, but just collecting vintage baseball puts me at a disadvantage, I guess, in that if the vintage market slows down, then my entire collection slows down with it. Whereas if I can have some modern stuff of current players who are still playing, then there's I think a lot more possibility for that card to grow rapidly. So it's all about risk reward, and so bottom line is I think in the immediate future I'm going to be purchasing more current players, not necessarily graded, because the prices on stuff is just ridiculous. Like, for instance, I was looking at Stephen Curry rookies, the 2009 tops in a 10. That's $1,000 card, which is insane. And even a 9 is like $550, and I really don't want to spend $550 on a card. So I think I may just pick up one or two of those raw for like 125 or whatever it might be. Yeah, so I think I might pick up like one example of a rookie in Gem Mint 10 if it's maybe under 100, maybe under a couple $100. But I think I might just be buying like bulk raw cards and stashing them. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think I'm better off just splurging on one Gem Mint 10, or should I buy like 5 ungraded copies and possibly grading them in the future? I don't know. So I'm leaning towards buying multiples of the raw copies. But that's enough of my rambling. 10 minutes of me rambling, but you got to see a pretty cool card. So there are a lot of these for sale, and I was going back and forth between this and the Bowman Chrome just because of population. I mean, there's like 2,300 of these, and I thought that was a lot, but considering that the population is pretty high and the price is pretty high, it just means that this card's really popular, and I wanted to buy the most popular card. Centering, even in the Gem Mint 10, centering does vary. I thought this one was really good. I think it is off a little bit top to bottom, but it was it seemed almost impossible to find one that didn't have something wrong with it. So this one looked really, really good, and I was happy with it. One other thing I noticed with this card is on the nameplate, where the top of the nameplate meets the border over here. On some of them, the nameplate like bleeds into the border, the silver part, and that really bothered me. So this one, it stops clean at the border. Take a look at some, like on eBay, and you'll notice that the nameplate, like, invades into the border. I don't know, I didn't like it, so I made sure to find one that didn't have that, so I just had a clean border all the way around. So if you're thinking about buying this card, and you think that might bother you, make sure you look out for that, because it definitely bothered me. So there you have it. He looks like he could win the MVP again this year, and what's scary is he's just now entering his prime, because he's only 25 years old. So basically, in baseball, a player's prime is generally between the age of 25 and 30. So yeah, so not much more to say. Trout update, rookie, Gem Mint 10. I would recommend it. It's not for everybody, especially at the price point that it is now. It's definitely not for everybody, and it's kind of for the more advanced collector, I would say, to put that kind of money into a Topps baseball card. So, and what I mean by advanced is just your level of understanding of the market and the player and the sport and everything. So I wouldn't recommend it for everybody, but if you know what you're doing, I think it's a good play. So, anyways, I do have 3 more cards from 4 Shop Corners coming in, so I'll have another mail day soon, and then, like I said, I'm leaving Tuesday, so I'm going to be gone for a couple weeks. Probably won't be watching. I probably won't be watching any videos really, because I'm going to be out in the woods. Reception signal is sketchy. But I hope everyone's doing well, and I've been keeping up with your videos over the last month, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me and checking out this video. Thanks, guys. See you.